The U.S. school lunch system is feeling the impact of the nation's supply chain disruptions. Shipping bottlenecks and labor shortages are limiting resources for school districts across the country. Inflation is now 5.4% higher than it was a year ago. The rising cost of goods, coupled with the limited availability of products, are creating issues for millions of vulnerable students. Many of those kids rely on school lunches for a majority of their daily nutritional intake. Joining us now for more is Jeremy West. He is the Director of Partnerships and Engagement for the Urban School Food Alliance. It's a nonprofit that helps provide healthy meals and services to millions of students in some of the nation's largest school districts. Jeremy, thanks for being here. So tell us, what are the biggest challenges that school districts are facing right now when it comes to feeding their students?
Lana, thanks for having me on today. And the intro really says it all. It is a bottleneck in the supply chain, really at all points, external to the district and internal in the district, to get the materials, the food and the supplies needed to feed our nation's students. And it's not unlike other segments of food service. They're experiencing the same thing. But because our districts, particularly the ones in the Urban School Food Alliance, buy such large quantities, they can really meet some struggles when it comes to getting the quantity of food that they need to feed their students. Additionally, labor, I would add, is adding to that, labor shortage issues.
Tell us what specifically, if you can, they're having the greatest difficulty with, and what are they doing to try and cope with these shortages?
Great question. Yes. Let's start with non-food, those trays, utensils, silverware kits. These are things that are in short supply, and it can start from the raw materials, things that are coming into the United States being at a bottleneck or hard to source. We've had districts, sizable districts, have to go to Costco and Sam's Club, places like that, where they would normally never go to source food, or to change their menus to offer more handheld items. Food supplies, it really is a mixed bag. It can be fruits and vegetables sometimes. It can be center of the plate items. This is driving our districts to source more local products and to look for more fresh foods so that they can supplement their supply chain.
So speaking of shortages, the national labor shortage, as you mentioned, is also impacting school districts nationwide. What's being done on that front?
Well, when I've spoken to school districts, it's really all stops out. They are holding job fairs. Some of our largest districts are down 400 plus employees. So they're getting to be competitive. We are a great food service segment to work in. So they promote the benefits, no weekends, no holidays, benefits, retirement. They're offering sign-on bonuses and job share programs with others in the district, maybe a custodian stepping in to help at meal service time or to help with meal distribution.
I want to really underscore the fact that when we're talking about school lunches, we're talking about kids who rely, in many cases, on this for their nutrition. How is the economic impact of the pandemic affecting the health of these students, these kids?
The National School Lunch Program is so important. It is the largest and best safety net to ensure that food gets into the hands of students. And the face of hunger has changed. We know because of job loss and other impacts that those who may not have experienced food insecurity previously are more reliant on programs like the National School Lunch Program. We want them to be quality meals. And I think USDA made a very smart decision when they offered the seamless summer option. This is an option that the meal pattern follows the National School Lunch Program, is aligned with that. And so it offers a more variety of fruits and vegetables. And it also gives a better reimbursement rate to our school districts who are struggling with the rising prices of food and non-food supplies as well.
A 1-2 punch of inflation and supply chain issues. The Biden administration just announced $1.5 billion in funding is going to be provided to help struggling school meal programs across the country. Tell us, when is that expected to kick in, and is that enough to right the boat?
Well, we hope it kicks in soon. We don't know all of the details, unfortunately, of that. But what we do know about this current administration is that they've been listening and they're been very responsive to the needs of those operating the programs. We've seen waivers for the program, various ones come through very quickly in a manner that allows operators to be efficient and to make sure that all students have access to food. We don't know if it's enough. It's probably not. We know that there is a struggle. Again, in some places, meal counts have gone up because they're feeding more students. In other cases where maybe schools aren't open or some students haven't returned to school districts, meal counts are down. And so that can impact their ability to operate. And so we just continue to look forward to this administration's support of the National School Lunch Program.
So, Jeremy, just before I let you go, are there any other next steps that need to be taken to try and make sure that when we're talking specifically about these young people and getting enough food, that they're taken care of?
You know, I think now is the time to convene a group of stakeholders, and it's got to be people that are actually operating the programs and those involved in all throughout the supply chain of getting food to students. It's time to sit down and rethink how we procure food in schools. Oftentimes it's left to be done in the same way they procure textbooks and pencils, and that just doesn't work for food. And so it's created some unnecessary roadblocks. And we want to begin to think about regional food systems so that we can be more responsive in areas of the country and get the right people at the table to have these conversations.
All right, Jeremy West, thank you for joining me.
Thank you.